Welcome to Spotlight. I'm Nicole Sedevy. It's been a great weekend with the Harley-Davidson 120th Homecoming Rally in town, and we're happy to welcome thousands of bikers from across the world to Milwaukee. Joining us to talk more is attorney Jason Abraham from the law firm of Hupy and Abraham. Jason, thanks so much for joining me today. Of course, most Harley riders at this point know your firm, Hupy and Abraham, and you guys have the important messaging of watching out for motorcycles. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, first, thanks for having me here today. You know, the motorcycle riding community is a tight-knit community, and unfortunately, we've represented over 5,000 injured bikers. And so we understand what it takes to be lawyers representing bikers, and we're actually out here trying to promote safety to hopefully stop some accidents from happening.
And are you a motorcycle rider yourself?
I actually am. I've been riding a motorcycle for now about 20 years. You know, representing so many injured bikers sometimes makes it a little harder for me to get on two wheels because unfortunately I see so many distracted people on the road. So I'm riding less, but I do ride. I'd say about 20% of our staff ride. So we are definitely all about motorcycling and motorcycle safety.
Yeah, and it's the summertime. I'm a non-rider, actually. I have not been on a motorcycle before. Fun fact about me. What do people like me, non-riders, need to know about motorcycles and safety?
I think it's just about sharing the road. It's understanding we can't be distracted. We have to look out for other people. We have to listen for motorcycle, the sound of the engines, the sounds, and we just have to watch and be careful for others on the road. I think all too often people just don't care. They're apathetic. They're going about their business, not thinking about the fact that cars can cause very serious accident and motorcyclists are on two wheels. So we just need to watch for motorcycles and be careful.
When your Watch for Motorcycles campaign is a great way to give back to the community that you work in. Do you have any stories of victims that you've represented successfully that stand out to you?
I do. You know, we've actually been involved in cases where we've had to go to the legislature and try to change the laws in order to have our clients get a recovery. There were helmet law issues and laws that were trying to stop motorcyclists from getting fair recoveries even though they weren't wearing a helmet and it wasn't mandated. So we actually had gone up to Madison, my partner, and changed the law to enable our client to get a recovery. So we understand what it takes, we understand the issues, we're riders, so you know, we're here to help bikers, especially now with the Harley 120th that's coming up here this weekend. You know, it's a fun way for us to get out here again and just tell people be careful, watch for motorcycles.
And is watching for motorcycles something we only need to be concerned about during the summer months?
Well, in the summer months, that's when most people are riding. Sure. Obviously, in our climate here, when there's snow, everyone has their bikes away. I do know people that keep their bikes out all year long and drive it when there's just no snow on the ground. But I think what happens is when we come through the winter, we're not used to having motorcycles on the road, and we have to re-educate ourselves and understand that it's an issue now because in this area there are a lot of people riding motorcycles, and it's just time to remember and be cautious.
Perfect. And this is sitting right in front of us. You have a free Watch for Motorcycles giveaway. What can you tell us about it?
Well, we have lots of stuff we give away at Hupy.com, so I would encourage anybody that sees this to go to Hupy.com, order some free swag. Just be careful and understand that the motorcycling community here in our climate in Wisconsin, it's huge. Harley's here, and let's just all be careful and do our part to make the road safe for everybody.
Well, I love the sticker. It's got the Harley covers on it. Thank you so much for joining me, Jason. If you're headed to Harley-Davidson dealerships today, be sure to stop by one of the Hupy and Abraham booths for a free t-shirt. And if you'd like to learn more about appearing on an upcoming Spotlight, you can visit our website, cbs58.com/spotlight.